Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and The Shadow, issue number 4. This one didn't really hold a whole lot back. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one has a lot to do with the housing market and things like that. And when push comes to shove, it's basically the Shadow realizing that sometimes he's actually not needed. That when you've got a legitimate group put together, and this is kind of one of those things where it's like, if two people are fighting in the streets, sometimes, one of them is really wrong, the other one is not. And if you hear the police sirens coming and only one person runs and not the other, you can be pretty sure which one knows that he was doing bad. You know what I'm saying? So this was one of those kind of situations where these people knew that they were in the right. Here's this guy who goes over to Vietnam. He fights over there. He was caught in the Tet Offensive, and he comes back home, and his apartment has been rented out to somebody else, and it's because of the color of his skin. And it's like, dude, are you freaking kidding me? So then we go back and we see the whole Wyatt housing thing. Alistair White is doing this one, and it's because of his father, Fred Wyatt. This may be a reference to Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's father was named Fred. Maybe this is just what I'm looking into it a little bit too much, but they were actually involved in something exactly like this. And that does seem to be the direction that the author, the writer, is really going here. So again, maybe not, I don't know. But they definitely have this group. They're basically like the black coats in Italy, and mind you, I'm saying northern Italy. I'm a southern Italian. I'm a Sicilian, so I don't go for that nonsense. But on top of that, there's the brown coats under Hitler. That's basically what this little group is. It's almost like a mafia. It's a mafia wannabe group in a sense of saying, and it's led by Worthy Delaney. Yeah, remember that guy? So like everything's coming to a head now. We're suddenly realizing why he was worthy, but now he's not worthy, and he was made to look older, now made to look younger than he actually is, and he somehow sees that as a curse. Cute, really cute. Anyway, it's just one of those kind of things where it's like, here's a gift for you. And he decides to take it and just, woe is me. Woe is you freaking idiot. Anyway, so he's become violent. He's basically an enforcer for, I don't know, the top 1%. So like it's sickening, but we've never seen the Shadow like this. We've also never seen the Shadow immersed in the internet and HeKnows.com and stuff like that, which was apparently shut down this particular issue. This is wild, seeing the comic taken in the direction that it's taken. And I know there's the whole racial innotation, and I'd rather call it ethnic innotation. There's only one race, the human race. Welcome to Earth. But like it's wild reading this, seeing the new direction this is being taken, and it's very brave. You could say you hate it because of this, that, or the other thing. Okay, whatevs. But it cannot be denied that this is extremely brave to write this way. It's when you're talking about on the internet, brother, this is not a particularly favorable opinion to take. Not for the people who make the most noise. So the people who fight battles by hitting the dislike button. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to say that this comic is easily worth a B+. This was great. Seeing the idea that the Shadow does not approve, and he shouldn't, he does not approve of this vigilante justice. It kind of reminds me of Batman Dark Knight, when all those other versions of Batman were showing up and, I'm not the one wearing hockey gear. Like that's what this reminds me of. And it is taking a different direction. And I've got to, I'm looking at the back of Dynamite Comics and I see them making some serious power moves, all right? After the whole Batman and Shadow and Batman team-ups that are happening currently right now. We also see that the $6 Million Man is supposed to be joining G.I. Joe. That's over in the IDW comics. So a crossover between Dynamite and IDW. And they're going to be doing some old and new Battlestar Galactica stuff, which I don't know that really interests me necessarily, but they got a bunch of... they got some really weird stuff going on. Particularly, the thing that's actually interesting me the most is going to have to be the Pumpkinhead story that's coming out now. The Horror of Pumpkinhead. And that's apparently going to be written by Cullen Bunn. Wow, yeah. Guess who's totally on board for that? So... does anybody remember that movie from way back in the day? I do. Anyway, guys, that's it from me, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.